the answer to homelessness is a home, okay? It's just not very complicated. We need homes for people. Now, they're special homes, many of them. They need support services around them. But it's been proven time and time again that if we do this right, we save everybody's money and we save their lives. So it's a win-win-win situation. So you say, well, let's just go do that. Well, here are the two problems we face. One is money. Putting together these projects is like the most complicated ballet with about 15 to 20 individuals that have their own mind. And wiring that together is challenging. I'm not trying to make the hurdle more difficult than it is. It's just tough. And so we have got to be creative, and we've got to be entrepreneurial in how we do that. And I think we're learning about it. We've all, as a community, gone up a tremendous learning curve. But I think we're starting to understand this. And then when we smell that money, we've got to power through it, and we've got to be passionate about getting it. I told Mike the other day, I said he's smart to get other city council people involved in this stuff, because the mayor can't lead all the charge on this. Because it'll just be like, well, the mayor likes it, but the rest of the city council doesn't, okay? Or the mayor likes it, but Austin doesn't. So we've got to have a concert together to make that happen. So financially, we need to understand how to make those realities work in a better fashion. We've got to work with the county, we've got to work with the state, we've got to work with the feds, we've got to work with DHA, we've got to work with the city. The second issue is public opinion. We've got a long way to go in that. We still have people that believe that homeless people create more crimes than regular people, and it's just not true. A lot of crimes are done to homeless people, and yes, there are some mentally ill homeless people that need to be taken care of, but the facts don't speak to that. The second thing they believe is that a permanent supportive housing project is like the bridge. They'll just all be lining up, and there'll be hundreds of them hanging out on the street. That's not the truth. It's a very different project, and ultimately, it's the answer to the issue they fear the most, people hanging out in the streets. So the thing that can solve it is the thing that people fear. And so we've got to communicate that. The third thing, and I'm so pleased with Mike said about data, because this is so important. We've got to show in black and white that permanent supportive housing projects add value to the neighborhood. They don't detract from it. And the math shows it in case after case. And we've got to build the case in Dallas. So when we get into this NIMBY argument that we all are part of, for those of you that never heard that, it's not in my backyard, okay? We can just say, look, be very dispassionate about it and say the math shows this, the data shows this. Now that's hard to do because a lot of people can poke holes in research, but if it's done correctly, you can start to sway people's opinions. So the answer to our answer is permanent housing with the support services they need. We've got to make sure we figure out where those pots of monies are, and I think we're doing a better job of that. And then we've got to change attitudes neighborhood by neighborhood, because guess what? There isn't a place in Dallas called the homeless place. There isn't. There are neighborhoods. They're next to us all. And if they're done right, we get what Liam sees, and that's people you walk down the street and you say, I don't see as many homeless people. Because they're often their job, or they're at home, and they're on their meds or whatever it needs to be. I say this only in the sense that I want to stay focused on this in the next 3 or 4 years and make this progress. We have a plan, and you've got my backing. But we've got to make sure we understand what the key to success is. It's team, clear goal, finding the money, changing attitudes. We can make this happen. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Judge, for caring and bringing the county along. We were just down at BonCon today, where we took a DHA project and we're breaking ground in a place where there were gangbangers and druggies. BonCon was the worst place in this city. And we're building a whole new community. So this is not undoable. It takes dedication and hard work, and for that I thank you very much.